Hey, how's it going, guys? Magnitudex here, back with another video. I know it's been a while since I did an actual video. I've been a little bit busy with school, I have midterms and exams to kind of focus on, and that's kind of what a lot of the YouTube channels that I kind of deal with are running into. I know L3, I was talking to him earlier today, he says, I have 2 midterms coming up, and, I got to study for him. I think he killed it on one of them, he did a pretty good job, and I'm kind of in the same boat. I've got 2 midterms down, and I got about 2 more to go, so I'm kind of working my way through it all. Is so far so good, nothing too crazy. But I did pose a question on YouTube, or not on YouTube, but on Facebook earlier today, and a lot of you guys have actually responded well to my kind of my serious commentary and my serious series that I started, and where I talked about my buddy with the girlfriend issues, and I just quickly asked, like, what do you guys want to hear me talk about this time around? And I think maybe just 5 people answered. One person wanted me to talk about cake. On that matter, I guess all I'm going to say is if you are in Canada or the States, if you ever want to see a good show about cakes, there's definitely like one that's called Cake Boss. I love to watch that. I love to see what he kind of designs with cakes and everything like that. But that's all I'm going to talk about cakes. I like eating them for my birthday, and that's about it. Another person, wanted to know like how Sleepy or Patricia, my girlfriend, how we met and how we kind of got together and kind of thing. So I might save that for a little bit later down the road. But another person asked me is, talk about like how high school was for you, and like how kind of things went through, and how your life how your life shaped itself in high school. And at least that's the way I interpreted that question. I wasn't a popular kid in school. I wasn't just like hanging out with the cool kids all the time, and I was pretty much a nerd. Like I focused more on just kind of getting good grades, and I wasn't like antisocial or anything like that, where I didn't talk to anybody or anything like that. I talked to everybody. I was friends with everybody. Was I the type of person that kind of went out every single night with friends and hung out? No, no, I wasn't. I was the type of person that kind of just, I went out once in a while. I hung out with friends. I had like a set group of people, kind of your clique or your posse kind of thing. And that's pretty much like the gist of my my high school career. I tried my best to focus on getting good grades, making my parents proud, focusing on. I really didn't actually know like what I wanted to be in the future. A lot of people are kind of like, you get into at least here in Canada, and I believe in the States also, you get into grade 9 and you're pretty much like set with the decision. You're like, right now you have to make a decision, like whether you want to be a doctor or like a dentist or a lawyer, or like a skilled trades worker, or somebody that teaches or anything like that, like what you want your career to be. And they pretty much like just pose that question to you like right away, and they're like, what do you want to be? You gotta get your courses in, you gotta be in the right classes, you gotta get the right marks to get into where you want to be in the future. And personally, I think it's probably the worst thing to possibly do to a person just going into high school, because I myself did not know what I wanted to do. I was in my 2nd year of university, and I still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, whether or not I wanted to be a doctor, and when I went into university, I went into a program where it kind of left a lot of options open for me. I was in general science, and I had the ability to, take a variety of classes. I took some Englishes, I took some psychology, I took some biology and chemistry classes, and I found that I really liked the bio and chem, so I ended up just switching into biochemistry afterwards, and I got my degree into it. But then I didn't really actually get a job afterwards, so now I'm actually back in school at the same university, working, or not working, but going towards a software engineering degree. But it has the opportunity for me to, in my 2nd year, switch it around a little bit. So if I want to head into media arts, pertaining to like computer-based media design, I can do that. If I want to go into game design, I'm able to do that. Whether I want to be, you know, IT information analyst, I can do that. So I still have this full year where I can choose what I want to be, and I have the options because the whole first 8 classes are universal across all those fields. But when it came to high school, I was very lost. You know, everybody was separated. You were either in the applied or the academic, or like the accelerated, or like the genius little group or whatever. And you know, I was in the academic. I don't believe they actually had the excelled group at the time that I got into school. It didn't show up till about 2 years after I had started high school, so I was a little bit pissed off about that because if I was able to get into that excelled group, then it would have opened up a lot of doors for me in terms of getting into certain universities and being able to actually transfer some of my high school credits into the university course. So I was a little mad about that, but you know, it's just that time wasn't on my side, so to say. So I kind of dealt with that, and I decided to, you know, I got into high school, you know, like I went into every single class that was mandatory, and then in grade 11 and 12 it kind of diverged a little bit, where you were able to choose like between shop class and there's I think like a information technology class where you pretty much worked with like programs like AutoCAD, and you built you know, models of houses and programs and things like that. And there were other classes where they were very like biology and chemistry based, and I actually ended up having to take a couple summer school courses where I needed to catch up on a few things, because not so much that I failed any classes, but the fact was that I wanted to take such an abundance of classes because I didn't really know where I was heading with, you know, myself in the future. So I ended up taking the information technology class, but then I needed my biology class in order to get into biology for grade 12. So you can kind of follow me there, how that kind of falls into. So what I kind of want to like say to you guys is, like, when you are, you know, heading into school, whether you're still in you know, middle school or grade school, or whether you're just finishing high school or you're halfway through high school, like whatever your situation is, don't stress out over the fact that, you know, you don't know what you want to be, you don't know what you want to do with your future, because one of the things that I actually remember hearing earlier in this week, and I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Steve Jobs, like a brilliant man, he was actually the co-founder of Apple, and you know, like, if any of you guys don't know like what his accomplishments in his life are, you know, definitely check out some of the stories that are like around his life right now. And like there's so many things that kind of just exploded after the fact that when he passed away earlier in the week, everybody started posting videos of, you know, like sending him condolences and you know, of things that he accomplished. You know, like even myself, like the very first Apple product that I owned was an iPhone, and ever since then, you know, I have my MacBook, I have my iMac, and it's not so much that I'm loyal to the brand. It's the fact that this brand makes it so easy for me to be creative. It's so easy for me to sit down, put in a video, and do whatever I want to do, what I envision to do with that. And it's that creativity that he had, that he kind of bestowed upon all of us with his gadgets. And you know, it's obviously not just him that created these things. You know, it's a group of people, like it's his company, but it's his vision that kind of saw it all to fruition. So when I say this, like he had a quote, or like a university speech that he had said at some ceremony, I believe is in Stanford University, and he said, looking at your life from, you know, at this certain point, you can't really connect the dots as to where you're going to be heading in life, where you're going to be in 10-15 years from now. It may look like your life is a mess right now. You don't really know what you're doing or where you're going to be heading with this, and don't freak out about it. You know, do what you enjoy, take the classes that you enjoy, keep your options open, and when you look back on your life in 15 years, you're going to be able to connect those dots, and you're going to be able to sit down and see that, oh, you know, I took that information technology class, and you know, I may have diverged in university towards biochemistry, but I always came back to my true my true love for education and like what I liked. I liked computers. I like, you know, creating things with my hands. Like I like creating things on computers, you know, making media, making people think about stuff in their life and making them enjoy what they want to watch and enjoy the content that I put out. So right now, you know, I might not be able to connect the dots as to where I might be heading in my future, but I definitely know that what I'm doing right now, it's going to lead to something great. It's going to lead to something that I will enjoy doing. So keep that in mind, guys. You know, hopefully you guys enjoy this serious commentary, serious talk that I'm doing here. And if you guys enjoy these, you know, definitely hit that like button, favorite the video, helps me out quite a bit, and leave some comments down below letting me know like what you guys want to hear about, like what you guys want me to talk about. I'm thinking maybe in my next one I might talk about some past relationships I had, and kind of where it's led me to the point where I'm right now with Patricia. So let me know, you know, leave a comment on Twitter or on Facebook. Maybe, you know, set up like a Q&A discussion kind of thing on Facebook or something. Until later, guys, I'm Magnitudex signing out.